Officer, can we go?
All right.
We're on.
I'm Nick Metz. I'm Deputy Chief, Seattle Police Department Operations. At about 4 o'clock this afternoon, we received a call. Well, let me back up here just a little bit. We're all aware of what happened this morning up on Roosevelt and also on Seneca. We had 2 shootings. One resulted in the death of 3 people up on Roosevelt. The other on Seneca resulted in the death of a woman. We received word that a vehicle that we believe that was involved in the Seneca shooting was dumped in the West Seattle area. Officers from throughout the department, including King County Sheriff, we had officers from patrol, SWAT, gang unit, K-9, detectives, were scouring the West Seattle area. One of our detectives just happened to be driving along the street, spotted a subject who appeared to be the same subject that was pictured in the photograph that I think many of your news organizations received earlier this afternoon. The officer watched that subject for a period of time, called patrol officers in, basically directed them in, and once they got into the immediate area, the suspect saw the officers coming. The suspect then placed a firearm that he was holding to his head and fired 1 round. The suspect did go down. Officers then provided aid until fire department personnel could arrive. Fire personnel, medic units, took the suspect in this case, to Harborview, and that's the extent of the status of the suspect that I know at this point in time. There have been a lot of questions today as to whether or not the shooting up in Northeast Seattle or the shooting on Seneca were related in any way. We were treating both investigations as separate, but at the same time, we wanted to make sure that we didn't rule out that possibility. We had received 2 pretty different descriptions of the suspect from witnesses in both cases. But at the same time, our detectives still did not want to rule out the fact that they may have been involved, and the person may have been involved in both. At this time, the homicide unit is here. They've looked at evidence. I cannot go into detail what that is at this time, and I won't answer that question. But our detectives feel very confident in saying that this suspect is the same suspect who committed the terrible crime up at 59th and Roosevelt, and also committed the crime at 8th and Seneca. So at this time, we feel pretty confident that we have the suspect in both these cases, that we don't have somebody outstanding. That said, however, we are going to continue to maintain a very visible presence in this area because we do know that the suspect that was involved in the shooting on Seneca dumped a car in West Seattle. And just in case there is a coincidence that 2 suspects landed in the West Seattle area, we definitely don't want to rule that out. So